on. And
Oh.
we're live.
And we're live.
Hello.
Hello, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. All right. 1 second while we share our live feed and then we can get this party started.
I
Yay.
know.
What we usually do, we go and share it on our personal Facebook, and then we share it on WhatsApp, and then the show can begin. So that's what we are doing. So please, guys, just give us a minute. The Mollie Show is live. Let me go to my page and share this. The Mollie Show. Share. There we go. Okay, Oli, we are waiting for you to do the magic so that we can share it on status and share the link to the gentleman here. Hi, Josh. I see you look so cute. Hi, Mama. Hi, Heidi. Oh, I see Brenda. I see Fleur. I see Favor. Favor, why are you hiding? I see you. Merry Christmas, guys.
So me too. I guess I also send the link to each and every one of you. Wait, hold on, one more.
Okay, let me put it with my status. You okay? Oh, what's not here? There you go.
Yes, I just shared. So we're gonna start off. Hold on.
Only when you
So
guys are ready, let's know so that we can roll.
I think
so
we're good. We
yes.
can go ahead and start.
So are we starting with the introduction of the family, or what are we doing? So
Go
that the
ahead.
kids can
Go.
go, or what?
This is Christmas. Anyhow you want to do it.
Miss Henrietta, go
No,
ahead.
we did a struck. Okay. So hello everyone. Like co-host just said, Miss Olivia right there. And then you have Miss Molly with the husband next to. Hi, doctor. We have Mr. Galabi and the family. We have Don Manya and the family. We want to thank you all for coming to the show. This is so special. I'm sorry I didn't have time to put special Christmas on my thing, but it's cool. It's the Molly Show, and we are rolling it. So Merry Christmas to everyone where you are in Cameroon, Europe, America. We just want to thank you all for coming to this show. We know you have your time for church and a lot, but we want to give you all a shout out and keep thanking you for being with us up to this moment. So we're gonna go on with the show, which is Christmas special. So Miss Molly, do you mind before we do that, please? I don't know if today is gonna be 18 and above, but I don't see it 18 and above because it's Christmas season. So anybody can join. So Miss Molly, over to you.
Yeah, so today anybody can join, anybody can watch, anybody can share. It's gonna be special. Today we're gonna do something different since it's a Christmas season. We want this to be all conversational. We want it to be more interactive. So we're just gonna go straight to it. We have some questions that we're gonna ask our gentlemen here and the kids and ask them what their Christmas experience have been so far and what they have been going through. So it's going to be conversational. And for those who are watching, if you have questions, it's okay to drop it at the comment section. If you have if we ask questions that you have to respond, you have your own experiences, it's okay to share with us. We are open, we are willing to listen to you. So Miss Olivia is going to take it from here.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Molly. Thank you so much, Miss Henrietta, for introducing the families. We still have more families coming. As they come in, we're going to, pull them into our live feed. Thank you all so much. So, we have a very interesting question that I guess everybody always wants to say something about that. So please because we have a lot of viewers today, we have a lot of people on our platform. If you want to, say something, you can give us, a few minutes. So if somebody else has something to say about this special memory, the person can chip it in. So the first question is, okay, can you share a heartwarming, funny Christmas memory that stands out in your mind? It can be present, it can be from the past. So let's drop that question to our first family. I'm looking from my view. It might not be the same with you. Miss Henrietta, you're on the top. So Christmas memories you want to share, kiddos? Miss
I
Henrietta,
was
you're
on
on
mute,
mute.
like we said, yeah. So before we start, I just want to introduce you my family. This is my daughter right here. This is Janine. This is George right here, my son. And then this is my daughter Heidi right here. And this is my niece. She came from Canada. I'm sorry, yeah, with too much, with too much. This is my niece from Canada. It's Betila, my elder sister's daughter. And then this is my son Hanel. Yeah, right there, just popping up. My husband and my sister, they're gonna join us. So, like Auntie just said, what is your favorite Christmas? Can somebody help tell Auntie?
My favorite Christmas?
Can you be loud? Yeah.
My favorite Christmas is where we play we like build snowmans and play
Yeah.
with snowman. And those snowballs around. That's what I like for today's Christmas.
I am so sorry you was asking me the whole time if there's gonna be snow because I remember last 3 years we had snow. That was in January, young man, bro. These kids, this is Texas. So who can give a special one? Betila, do you have anything about a special
Yeah,
Christmas?
like when we were young, like if you don't have a doll on Christmas Day, then that's not Christmas for you. So like
Mm-hmm.
when we were young, they always got us the dolls for the girls and the cars for the boys. And that was so nice.
Yep. Thank you all so much.
Yeah.
Yes, Miss
So
Olivia.
okay, somebody else wants to share. Okay, the next I see the galabis are on there. All right, I want to hear that special memory from Brenda, from Flair, and from Favor. Let me hear
Mhm.
that.
And even for the
Brenda.
Hi everyone, can you all hear me?
Yes, yes.
The phone guns right here. We have Brenda. Say
Brenda.
hi.
Mm. George is in love already, boo boo.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Favor right here. A family of girls, right? All right. Their
How
mom
many
is
girls?
later on. She just got back from work, so she will join later. So Brenda, what's your favorite Christmas?
My favorite Christmas was when we had a Christmas party and we were celebrating with music, Christmas music, and we had presents and a lot of treats, and people were coming, and it was the best Christmas I ever
And that was last year, right? Awesome. Flair.
My favorite Christmas was when I had, like, when I was a kid. I really liked
You still a
Christmas.
kid.
No, when I was still little. When I was still little, my favorite Christmas is when I like to have my Christmas dresses and celebrate with my family. That's my best Christmas.
Okay. Favor.
My best Christmas
Favor.
was when I was younger and I would get a lot of toys because I just miss being young and like being excited about Christmas. Yeah.
All right.
No, I want to hear from Daddy. Daddy, what was your favorite Christmas memory when you were growing up?
too.
All right. So, like when we were growing up, like kids, Christmas was really exciting because on that day we moved from one house to another. When you get back home, you can't even lie on your tummy because you've had enough. And I had these friends. We 10 a.m. we already all showered and dressed in our new dresses. We get the toy cars or the guns. At that time, you had these little guns that will have a little red thing there. You could actually shoot it and it goes a little bit. We did have fun with those, but again, as things are changing, those are not the best toys for kids right now. But it was fun back then, and the best part is how we go from house to house, you know, eating the little of everything. And when you come back, there is no way. Yep,
Wow.
that was the best memory growing up.
Thank you so much. Okay. I have the Taz family, Don Manyang. You're on mute,
I
bro.
am muted. There you go. Awesome, awesome. Merry Christmas, everyone. A great pleasure to be here. I'm excited and fired up to always, meet you all, see your faces, beautiful ladies and, good looking guys. I think, going back to your question, when you talk about Christmas, I think of my childhood growing up, right? It is a season which begins with preparation, right? Maybe sometime in October, you already know that one of the, to do on your list is you're gonna be having a new Christmas dress, right? And guess what? I grew up in the village, right? And that meant that on the village market day, you will have to go to the market, with either daddy or mommy, to go get a new Christmas dress, right? And if I can look back, for those that know Bengui or know Momo Division, I remember the last exciting Christmas was when I left Bengui and went all the way to Tat Market, right? And that was the season when the lane material had come out, and it was just like in every bush market you go to, you have one, right? So I went there and I got me a set, and it was actually the top and the bottom, and it was brown in color, and I came back, and on Christmas Day, obviously the excitement, the anxiety, you don't even sleep at night. You just want to wait, let it be Christmas, so you can get up, get dressed in your new Christmas, clothing, and then go to church. And after church, you come back home and it's eating, and I mean, for most of us that have roots to Africa and those that grew up in remote areas like myself, you remember that common things that we now eat every day today were special during our Christmas, right? Say, for
Yeah.
example, chicken. I will tell you guys that growing up, I ate chicken maybe once or twice a year, but now chicken is of no use because people don't even value it anymore. But hey, when it was Christmas, you were excited because you know what? We're gonna eat rice. Number one, we're gonna have chicken in it. Wow. So to me, when I look back at my childhood and how we celebrated Christmas and I compare it to what people celebrated today, it's just like, what, you guys don't really give value to this thing, right? Now it's all about exchanges of gifts, Christmas tree, and all of that. And there was no Christmas tree back in my time growing in Cameroon. We never had a Christmas tree. We're excited about going to church on Christmas Day and excited about the food that we're going to eat as a family together, seated together and stuff like that. Not about exchanging toys and exchanging perfumes and exchanging whatever like we do it today. But, I think times are evolving and the changes are coming. I think the children are still very, very excited about Christmas because, yes, they're not doing it as we did in our days, but they are excited with the gift exchange and stuff. So I think it's an excitement, it's an exciting season, and really my pleasure being here to talk about this. Thank you.
That's a good story. Thank you so much, Don Manyang. Thank you so much. I'll go to the Abungwas. Yeah, on mute.
Yes.
Hey, Joseph, do you want to tell us what your favorite Christmas has been?
Joseph.
When I get money,
Oh, when you get money?
yes.
What do you mean? Explain.
Correct it, correct it.
Look at it.
Hi, Joseph.
George,
Joseph, hi.
Joseph has told you when he has money.
I don't know. Joseph is not being more expressional right now. I'm gonna go. My favorite Christmas would be when I was, I think I was, if not 7, 8 years old back home. It was my favorite Christmas because I had 3 dresses. My mom got me a Christmas dress. My grandmother from my dad's side got me a dress. My dad got me a very nice doll. And my grandmother sewed me short pants and a shirt. So that was the first time in my life when I was growing up to have like 3 or 4 new stuff like in one go like that. I was so excited that I said to myself, oh, I'll have one for Boxing Day, I'll have one for New Year. And it got to a point where I went out, like, I don't know if it was Don Manyang who said it or it was Ngalabe who said it, I would go out and eat. And I had stew in one of my dresses, and I was telling my friends that I'll be right back. I ran home and I took the one I was supposed to wear on Boxing Day. I wanted to go, and my mom saw me like, "Where you go? Now close your go and tomorrow that." So I was crying, but again, she said, no, tomorrow you're going to feel special, because back then, most of the time, your friends just have just one dress for Christmas, you know? So that was the best Christmas to me. I was so happy, and I was walking around with my doll. The funniest thing was that I did not even take it out from the plastic bag. I was still walking around, and then you know, your friends would take turns to just have like a minute with it, and then you're like, give me back give my toy. And then I felt like a princess, because back then I grew up in the village. My friends, they look at me like I had a lot, just having that doll. So that was my best Christmas, and I'll never forget about that Christmas. Mr. Bongwa, tell us.
Yes, man, I think my best Christmas has been when I was growing up. I don't know if you all remember this, but we used to, so there was a pump up towards Christmas, guys. Christmas is not just a single day or a week or something. No, Christmas was an entire year. Immediately the last Christmas passes, boom, you get what is known as a bank. You go to the carpenter builds you something, or if you don't have, maybe you take a container that is do tomato, whatever, and they put a hole that, you know, I think the biggest coin was 25 francs, to make sure that 25 francs can fit it in what you call a bank. You know, then you continuously bank in, you know, money. That money, that bank will be broken maybe, you know, February 20th maybe. After 20th May, the next preparation is for Christmas. So you keep that bank until you break it, you know, a few days or so to Christmas. And that helps you, you know, maybe to attend the tea time dance. Then I used to go up in Fiango. So we used to go to FYC, Fiango Youth Center.
Nice.
We will go and dance. So we'll have tea time, we'll go there during the day. Then, you know, our elder brothers will come and lie to you that daddy is calling you to come and go and buy drinks for the guests. So that when you come home, they are then going to replace you and then go out at night.
Wow.
That was very, very fun. Then when you come home, you realize that they have just played you, and dad or mom were not actually looking for you. That was quite fun then. Then also we used to, you know, in preparation of that day, we used to do dancing. So we'll dress as masquerade. We'll have a band. People will be following you behind, and some of the songs that we were singing were "Oh Coco Iko, oh yeah, oh Coco Iko, oh yeah,
Oh yeah. Don't come to the correct.
If you go and dance to this man's place and the guy doesn't give you money, you'll be shouting, "Mami, oh, bah, oh, bah." Man, that was Christmas. That was quite fun. Good experience. Going on.
Thank you so much, Dr. Price, for that. I love it. Thanks to the Bongwas. Okay, next we have the very news in the house. Welcome, guys. You're on mute.
Hey guys, can you hear us, Olivia and everyone? Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you, girl.
Yes.
We hear you.
Before we proceed, has the White House been lampooned or something? I thought the dress code for this thing was PJs. Why do I see only my family here with PJs and the people are in red and when did this
Okay. No, apologies, because we said it had to be Christmas attire, and then the others decided to wear the Christmas colors.
That's fine. Let's not kill time. Let's move on.
You're good.
So, what was the question that we're answering, guys?
A favorite Christmas memory from the past, present, you know, share with us. Hi, guys. Hi, Zwella. Hi, Paul.
Well,
Zoe wants to start.
Zoe wants to share her favorite Christmas memory.
My Christmas favorite memory was whenever I wake up, hop out of bed, just look at the presents standing right there. Go tell my parents, come on, wake up, it's Christmas. My mom would say 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. I would jump on them, wake them up, then they would eventually come. I would say, can I go first? My sister would open her present before me. And that's just a special memory that I have. I'm pretty sure I was 6 or 7 or 5, but that's my favorite memory.
Hi, Zoe. Hi, Zoe.
Hi, Zoe.
Hey guys, I'm hoping you guys heard what Zoe said, but pretty much in a nutshell, it's opening her presents on Christmas Day.
Mommy, which one is
That's very
Zoe?
special. So that's all we have for this
Right
question.
there.
Right.
For this person. Okay.
Now,
Thank you.
for
Okay.
this question, it's about Christmas memories, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Mr. Bernie, can you
like,
shift your camera like this? We can't because let me see you.
Like
Voila.
my brothers, Dr. Pride and Don Manya, I'm also somebody who grew up in the village. And, today, despite the fancy things and the opportunities we have around here, I'm sorry. Despite the fancy things and the opportunities we have around here when it comes to Christmas, man, I still have those fond memories of growing back in the village, remembering how when it was Christmas, that was the only time in the year when you were sure you were going to eat some rice and stew. And then after that again, I mean, only rich people or rich houses could afford that in the village. But Christmas for sure, Christmas and New Year, that was that time you were sure you were going to have some rice and stew.
Chicken.
And then, chicken. Then on Christmas Day, we'll go from door to door like a group, together with friends, singing and dancing. And all these houses that you go to, you were sure of eating. I mean, your stomach will never be full. So the sad part of it will be the next day in the morning when you are constipated, you sleep, your stomach is burst, and because it was like you could not afford to miss the rice and chicken in somebody's house. So if we are gonna do 10 houses in the village that evening or that Christmas day, know that you are sure of eating rice, stew and chicken in all these houses. But you get up in the morning, I mean, either you're in the toilet or you are all constipated and all of that. And the little, they call it what, the sweets that you go around gathering that you eat and then get up in the morning. And I mean, the excitement you have from the sugar and everything. I mean, it was it was a lot of fun. We have a lot going on these days. I mean, this is a moment for our kids to know how we grew up. But Christmas was not like what they have today, where you have all these presents. Or no, I mean, you could have presents, but the excitement about Christmas was about the type of food. We have rice today. We eat rice from morning to evening, from 1st to 31st, and all of that. Rice was a delicacy. Chicken was a delicacy. So our kids, you guys are fortunate. Things have changed. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, the Bernie family. I think we have one more before we can, go to the other questions. And the next ones, we can do that randomly. If you have something to say, you can just, I don't know if you raise your hand. All right, but let's go to the Carriage family. I see Parulak is sitting right there. Any Christmas memory you want to share with us?
Hi everyone. Hi Mollie Show.
Hi,
It's a
Pakari.
pleasure to be here today. Like they say, Christmas is a special season. Um, Really, I just want to share with Don Manyang and President Berenui and Galabe and uh, President Abongwa. The feeling is the same. Like we don't really have a particular day that we say is the most uh, memorable Christmas that we ever spent. Back in the day, it was all full of memories. Like we had good times. Like, I remember on Christmas Eve, we would go to the Catholic church and throw knockout into the church, like when
Papa God.
the service is going on. Yeah, we used to be recalcitrant back in the days. Um, yeah, when the excitement was when you had like new clothes. Your parents would buy you new clothes, and then you can't wait to wear them on Christmas Day. And family would visit, all your relatives, cousins. It used to be good. Yeah, those times would always remember them. There's no particular day that I really want to point out, but they were all memorable. Yeah.
Oli, you're talking on mute.
Thank you.
I think we went wrong. I was talking on mute, right? I'm sorry.
Yes.
But before we go on with the next question, ladies, you can pick up the next question. I just want to say we might not have to go, around. Or if you prefer this way, we can continue with that style.
Come on, friend.
If you have something special that you want to say about any of the next questions that are coming up, that's fine. You can always share. But we also have our viewers online. That's the people I want to also thank. We have Dr. Harry J. Table. He says he's right there. He says greetings to you all and a Merry Christmas. And he also says he's thanking us for supporting him during his trial moments. Dr. Harry Table from the Mollie Show. We got you. We're always here for you, and we're praying for you. Thank you so much for coming back strong. We have Mr. Forten Gilbert. He says, Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you so much. We have Des Yaya says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you. We have Anna Gostefani, who's also watching. She says, Merry Christmas. Thank you all. And we have Miss Ashi Anoma, all the way from Canada. She says, Merry Christmas. Thank you. Thank you so much. Again, we do have questions here for our viewers. But hey, if you are in the comment section and you want to answer, please go ahead and drop your answer and we'll read it live with us and let's have fun. So hey girls, let's get to the next questions.
Henrietta, do you want to go next or do you want to get the next question?
Your holiday tradition. I don't know if you see me.
Okay.
Yes. I think the next question is asking about your holiday tradition, like what you've been doing all through your Christmas break and all that. And so I just want to ask, because I know she didn't talk. Yeah, she want to talk. So what was your best holiday tradition you've ever had?
The best holiday tradition we had is that we usually come together as a family and we'll decide if we want to wear pajamas or we just want everyone to wear the same color for Christmas.
Okay.
I like
This is
that.
my daughter want to say something. What do you want to say?
Um,
Be loud so that they can hear you.
I want to see that I want to have a unicorn.
Okay, you want unicorns? Okay. I think my best holiday tradition we've ever had has been so many years back. If you guys can see, I have a Christmas tree. This is one important tradition we've had in our household. My dad, we never had a tree when we were growing, but what we do is we go cut eucalyptus. I don't know, is this no cypress trees, and then we tie them together to form a Christmas tree, and then we'll take our waiter take our ties, our shoe ties, to make a bowl to hang on it. We'll pick anything. We have colors we paint and then we put on it. I've always loved Christmas that way, and that's been our tradition. And another tradition we've ever had is to do ching ching. If you all know, I sell ching ching. That's been part of me. We love it so much. My dad never goes a Christmas without ching ching. And one best one we've had is dog fowl. We raised dog fowl back then in Cameroon. Even in Womb, we traveled a lot. In Yaoundé, we've been raising dog fowl. It's deck. Sorry, kids. That dog fowl. It's deck back. Yeah, they call it deck. But back home, we're calling dog fowl. So we must kill dog fowl back home every time in Christmas. It was a tradition because the meat was like cow meat. Because, sometimes you can't buy cow meat. So we have to use that to cook stew and all that. So that's one of the best memories I've had. And I'm still doing it except from the dog fowl. Yes, Miss Molly. I don't know about which family want to share what best tradition they have. Like Miss Olivia said, we can just go ahead and share, please.
Yeah, who wants to share us a memory? All right. Okay. We have done by now. Okay.
Yes, so one tradition I want to share, which is a family tradition where I come from, is that it's just because of the crisis we have in the Anglophone region right now that kind of halted the tradition. I had one of my grand uncles at the beginning of the year. He's gonna get a piglet, right? And that piglet will be fed all through the year. From January, it will be fed all through the year, and by the time it's December, it's become a really a giant pig. So that will be slaughtered for Christmas celebration. And the lineage in my family is my grandfather or my great grandfather gave birth to four boys. They say the family is always extended, or that a family becomes big based on the number of boys that you have. So my grandfather had 4 boys, and they all settled together in almost the same area in the village, right? One of them was married to 5 wives. One was married to 2, and so a lot of aunts and uncles I had. And the tradition in our family is that this uncle that was in the village, he would always would rear a pig, and at the end of the year, the pig is slaughtered, and all these brothers, my grand uncles, they will come together and meet my grandfather, and they will all sit together, and they come with their wives and kids, and they all sit together under a family. They call it a family tree, right? Again, that just reminded me when Madame Awa was talking about a cypress tree. We had a very gigantic cypress tree next to one of my grand uncle's house, and during this Christmas time, it will be cleaned, and you will have chairs. And some of the chairs are not, the modern chairs we have, but the chairs made out of bamboos, right? And will be put out there, and and then this food will be cooked. And when we go to church, we come back, we all sit underneath this tree, and we just wine and dine together. Most exciting during this time is that for us the kids, we have a balloon. That was a great Christmas for you, right? You have this, we call it bolo bolo, and when you let it fly in the air, it does beep, and that was wonderful. That was the best excitement. But hey, yeah, it's been a family tradition. Unfortunately, the crisis in our region of origin is kind of halted that. So regretting it, but hey, hopefully we'll return to that. So that's all I got to share as a family tradition of mine. Thank you.
Thank you. Who wants to go next? You're on mute if you're speaking.
I want to go next.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, was them kids here?
Yeah,
No, people
no.
can go. No,
Okay.
any other family. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me just go next.
Okay.
I think basically the family tradition, let me just speak to it, now with the kid is just, putting up there, looking forward to putting up the Christmas tree. When it is getting, towards Thanksgiving, that is when we try to put up a Christmas tree. So we actually have a debate, when the Christmas tree is up. Like, I think this is going to be the last. I think I've used this last year. I'm repeating it, but the boys are like, no, they want one with snow. I'm guessing they must have seen the first family, and they are like, I want one with snow. We used to have one with snow when we were in Washington State. We lived in Washington State in Walla Walla, and it snowed there all the time. It snowed there, in winter time behind the mountains. And then we had one that had snow. Then we came here in San Antonio, like, man, just having the tree with that snow might just look too artificial, I don't really resemble. So we moved to not having snow. But I'm sure the boys went to the first family like, Dad, you know what? I need one with snow. So we are changing this, and next time we're gonna have one with snow. But we always tend to build a Christmas tree together, where sometime around Thanksgiving, and then we start to populate it with gifts. Then again, we try to share gifts around as well. So I think that is our family tradition: building up the tree together, putting on the ornaments, and I will make a decision on the next tree, in Thanksgiving of the previous year. So yeah, that's our tradition.
Thank you, Doctor, for that. I don't know if there's any other family who has a family tradition. You can share, please. Oh, we have
For sure.
the Fongangs family. Thank you.
We'll go after them.
Yeah, I think the original tradition for back home as well, it's standing on that Christmas tree. And what we usually did back then is we'll get the sweet and biscuit, and all of those will be attached on the tree, and before you know it, it's going down one after the other, and by the time Christmas is over, there is nothing left on that tree, right? That's one great tradition. But right here last year, I think the mother of the house instituted the PJ outing. We started last year, and tomorrow it's gonna be the second edition. So we are expecting all the families to be there in their PJs. It's gonna be fun. I see the first family is already ready for tomorrow today. So we're expecting that to be fun. I mean, moving forward, we expect that it becomes a yearly tradition that we can keep. as time goes on, we'll see how it goes. But that is actually a very interesting and I think intriguing memory that we have for Christmas of racing.
So
Thank you so much. Okay, to the Berenice. Sorry.
thank you so much, Harrietta. We're gonna let Polly share what the favorite Christmas tradition tradition is.
My favorite Christmas tradition is decorating our house.
Okay, and how about the tree?
Mm-hmm.
Decorating the tree, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just like that bongoas, definitely we love decorating, our tree, our home. That's something we like to do together. We think that it brings the Christmas spirit alive, in our home. And I know there are bongoas we're sharing about trying to get a tree with the snow. I'm gonna let you guys know. The store that's called At Home, right now they have beautiful trees, 50% off. So it's the best time to buy a Christmas tree for next year if you're looking to do that, right?
Even though the tree took long.
What did you say?
See,
Even though the tree took long, it's still beautiful.
Yeah, it took long, but it's still beautiful. So.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you so much to the Berenice. And I see that your husband just wore a reindeer. He didn't have it before. What happened?
We had to force him.
Thank you. I know. Thank you all so much. Yes, over to you, Miss Carrie. Thank you.
Okay, Miss Mola, I think you have the next question, but I want to thank our viewers out there. We have one from Miss let me see, Faithful Glory. I hope I said that right. He said, "Merry Christmas, everyone." Thank you so much, and thank you to all our viewers who are out there. Again, we're throwing those questions there. If you have a memory, it's a Christmas tradition, what you want to share with us, please go ahead and send them in our comments, and we'll read them out here. Miss Molly, you're next.
Yep. So I'm going to go to the third question. Tell us about the best or worst Christmas gift you have ever received, if any surprises or hilarious stories. I'll go first. My worst present I've ever received is not to have a present. Usually in this house, they don't treat me well. I'm telling everybody. If they want to get me a present.
Oh my God.
My kids will say, "Oh, let's get Mama a washer and a dryer, something that is benefit the whole family."
The whole family, right?
Let's get her a pot.
Doctor is drinking water.
Personal gift for me. When they give me gifts, it's for the entire family. So those are the worst gifts ever.
No, I have to say something. Hi.
Well, they say if you look at the mother, you look at the house. So when we look at her, we just look at what is actually in the house. It's either a dryer, a washer, a pot. Like this time around, we actually got ourselves, something for the house for Christmas, and we got ourselves a brand new couch for Christmas, and that is like it.
You see, you guys see what I'm going through.
So again, it's part of it. So everything we want to get for her, we just get for the house under her. So again, it's part of it.
Thank you, Christmas, Michelle. Let me share my worst Christmas gifts. I have to share this one. Thank God that Mr. Carey is here. So the TV in our room was, shaking. The leg had a problem, and then
it's the leg. I was wondering why it was shaking, boo boo.
No, the I don't know how to describe it. So can you imagine that my Christmas gift is one of those legs? Like they go buy and capital. Like that's my gift. I'm still trying to get over it. Hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow is still Christmas, so I'm still having hopes. But that's what I had for my
this
Christmas
year.
gift. Yes, they say okay, they already buy my Christmas gift. As soon as they say no, can't say I fix that leg that was shaking. Merry Christmas.
I understand because you love watching movies. But Bakari, thank you. You did great.
Yeah, she loves movies. So
it's true. So I get it.
TV. Buy me a new TV. That would be different.
The TV is still fine. So we got you a new mount.
Well, okay. I do not like it just for Let me just say it on live here on Facebook. Every family member is saying I do not like that gift. That's the worst gift I've ever received. Okay. Who wants to go next? I see ground Wamba. Oh, okay. I see someone else join us on
Miss
live. All
Olivia,
right.
do you mind? I think Bakari has a words or best gift he wants to share. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I think yeah.
What or best?
Mm.
I don't have anything to share.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. We have we have someone who just joined us on the link, but I'm seeing it's a kid that is just smiling. I'll go ahead and put them on, and then if it's a mistake, and then we'll take them off. But please, if you have something to share, let's know so I can put it to the center.
I think Zoila has something to share.
Oh.
They're two kids. They're having fun. Do you want to share what is your best or your worst Christmas gift?
So my worst Christmas gift is unicorn shoe. I would get anything except unicorn shoe. I would get a plant, anything but unicorn shoes.
So you did not like the unicorn
No.
shoes?
Ruth, let that baby talk, boo boo. Let that baby talk. Mm-hmm.
Well, she was saying that the unicorn shoes, the unicorn light up shoes.
Yeah.
That was her worst Christmas gift that she got.
I will get anything else except for those.
Okay. I know now not to buy no unicorn light up shoes. That's it, guys. Thank you.
Okay. So I think before we go to the next question, let me take reactions from our viewers. We have Miss Ashley Anoma, and she asks, what about those Christmas traditions that we no longer have? That's a big one. I don't know if anybody has anything you want to say about that. Miss Ashley, thank you for that. And we have one from, so this is, I'll just leave it here for a little bit. And then we have one from Miss Doom Tracy. She said, Doctor, please go and buy a gift to, saying this to Dr. Pride. All right, Dr. Pride, the message has gone through. So, Miss Ashley, you said, what about the Christmas traditions no longer have? I'll just take that quickly. The fact that, we tend to forget now. I was speaking for myself that this is my family now. I miss going back home with when we're in the university by the 22nd, when the exams are all done. You need to get a bus to go to Bamenda, and it is usually chaos in the park, Amumezan Park. At times we have to jump through the window just to get a spot on the seat to get back home and meet my mom, my dad, my whole family. So, but now we're no longer there. I'm missing my own family. So what I miss so much is having, have to meet like every other person in my entire family. But that's the price we pay for bush falling. So that's what I miss. That's the tradition I wish I could go back to. Right. So anybody wants to say anything about that, or should we move to the next question?
Oh, sorry. Come, John.
Yeah, I want to say something about that, like what you just said about.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I miss that a lot because when we're growing up, December 25th, everybody will go to the village because my grandparents were there. They'll have to ask like my granddad, that was his rule. Like all my pikin, they must chop Christmas with me, with my grand pikin, they all mom must come village. So I used to then you meet your cousins, your aunts, the crazy ones, the good ones, the ones you don't like, you are just coping, you're just waiting for Christmas to be over. But the Christmas Eve was so much live. You cook goat meat, there's chicken, there's cow, there's whatever. Before Christmas already, you already get running stomach. You have been eating all the pork 24th, and then 25th, you guys go to church, and then like we're going to Presbyterian church back then. You recite memory verses, they give you money, you are rich, and things like that. I miss those traditions. So that's all I wanted to say.
Sorry, I don't think I have an answer. Oh, sorry, doctor. Is doctor wants to say something? Okay, sorry, I just wanted, I'm taking you guys back because this young man has something to say. He's eating, yes, as he always does. So, what has been your worst and best present?
The worst
Right here.
the worst present that I don't like is Sonic Forces, and the next present that I do like is the Grand Rainbow Fun Teddy.
Correct. Thank you all. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, George.
Looks like Brenda and Favor has something in that regard. Favor, you want to
Yes,
go
let's hear them.
The worst present I got when I was younger, I used to like still believe in Santa. So my mom, instead of buying me the bike I wanted, she just gave me the money for the bike in like a little envelope with like a little letter that was like, Santa couldn't deliver the bike, but here's the money for the bike. And I remember that day I like cried and cried and cried. And then the
Oh,
next day when the stores opened, she went straight to the store and bought me my bike. And yeah.
so mommy made that up. Okay.
What a
That's
carry mom.
funny.
And what did your mom tell you? Santa was lazy.
Yeah. She's like, oh, Santa is too lazy to put the bike under the tree.
Yeah, he's fat. He's fat.
I would like.
All right, Brenda.
The best
Can I add a point? Oh, sorry.
present I had was when I got to have my Barbie car and my Barbie doll because I can drive my and the Barbie car came with the Barbie. So there's a Barbie car and a Barbie, and I liked it so much. The Barbie came with accessories I could put on her, and it was
It's fun,
it
right?
was fun because I got to open it the next day after Christmas was over.
All right, Flo, anything?
No.
All right, for the tradition, I think the one that is no longer there is moving from house to house, right? And getting food digested like we used to do. But I mean, a lot has changed, and you really don't do that no more. And I think it's actually back home too with this crisis, a lot of stuff that is also going away. So that's just one of those.
Oh, God. Thank you so much, kids, for sharing.
Okay.
The next question I'm going to just join into one is two questions, but I'll put it together so we save time. But while Miss Molly was speaking, we had a comment from Ashley Anoma. She says, since my grandmother died, we no longer have that big family gathering we usually have. Usually, when the patriarch or matriarch families will tend to disperse. It feels sad, but it's what it is. Thank you so much, Ashley, for dropping that. We have Merry Christmas from Doris Rich Girl. Thank you so much for always being there with us. And we have Miss Gina Leke. She said, chai favor. Favor just spilled some big things on. Yeah. And Favor's mom is watching. Thank you for joining today, Miss Gina. We appreciate that. And we have Mr. Nde Benedict said, Merry Christmas to this lovely crew. All the way from Doha, we appreciate you. So that next question, like I said, I'm going to put it into one. It's two things that usually happen. What is your favorite, that Christmas food that you have to, you have to have it on Christmas Day? And slash, what's the favorite movie that the family usually sits around to watch? So you can just, tell us a little bit about it. Whoever wants to go first.
The silence says a lot.
You want to go first? Because okay, let me say, I don't for the meal. Well, family movie is Home Alone. Like we did Home Alone yesterday. We have been watching Home Alone like forever. So Home Alone is that Christmas movie that doesn't get old, and we like to watch it. Back home, the favorite meal was rice and stew with chicken, just like everybody said here. But now in the US, we eat rice and stew and chicken almost every day. So for me, there's no really special meal for Christmas anymore, unfortunately. Yeah.
He does.
And stew, chin chin, definitely. We started eating it from the 24th all the way to the 26th. Yeah.
Okay. Any other person wants to go? Mr. De Benedict says rice and stew and tomato sauce with chicken. He said chai. Yes, all of us missed that one.
Yeah. So I would just like to comment real quick,
Okay.
and I want to revert to the question that one of the I guess the guests asked, like what about the Christmas traditions we no longer have, right? As a representative of the culture and traditions, if we don't still respect or carry on with the tradition, it's because us, the Android generation parents, will let that slide, right? So if there's anything that in your childhood you grew up, irrespective of the fact that you're in the United States, if it doesn't compromise your health or it doesn't jeopardize some kind of ethics of the environment you're in, I think it is it's our due responsibility as they will always say you never should forget your roots, right? So I think most of us in here, we grew up in Cameroon. I've listened to a lot of people say they grew up in the village. Some of you all, when I see how you look all, I would say at Jabor, I will never want to accept that you grew up in the village because you're looking all soft and looking all good and stuff, right? But some of us, we have the scars on our backs for growing up, when we grew up in the village. And we still try to instill in our children, even though they're born here in the United States and they're, being brought up here, we still try to instill in them some of the things that we did because that's how we'll make them know that they have a root. And they'll say, "Oh, my father is an African." I mean, my son. I once overheard my son saying that, right? And say, "Oh, my dad is an African," and I was like, "Wow, really?" So, but it's because maybe at some moment we slack off a little bit with some of the things that we did. But one thing that I do that I try to instill that tradition in continuation with my children is one of the things I do with them, not only necessary during Christmas time, but I always play our folk music and I make them dance. I put it on video and make them dance to all those, Mukongi, Bagalum, and all whatnot, right? And I think some of the things that we did during Christmas, because if you look at the kids that are born here, all they know is for the Christmas and gift. That's it. They don't really know anything. But back at home, for us, Christmas was the birthday of Jesus. The birthday, time for us to have food and time for us to have a new dress and stuff like that, right? So I think we're talking about movies, favorite movies, and all. I don't really have any, but one of the tradition or one of the things I try to instill when I sit, on the table with my kids during this season is just to let them tell me what they understand or what is the purpose of this season. Why do we celebrate Christmas, right? And from what they're saying, some of them might just go off and talk only about gifts, and then I'll try to guide them and bring them closer. Make sure that even that spiritual aspect of Jesus Christ is in them, right? Because especially here, if your child is so completely loose and all they know is candies and gifts and all whatnot, it can kind of lead them to places that they're not supposed to go to. So I think some of the traditions that we did, we should try to still maintain them because then that's what made us grow in the fear of the Lord, and that's what made us grow and have that ethical standard that we don't do a lot of crazy stuff around and stuff. So I mean that's just all I thought I should add in that respect. I appreciate the question though that the individual asks about how about the traditions we don't have them anymore. Those
Thank you so
traditions,
much.
we are the upkeepers of that tradition. We're supposed to keep them so they don't get they don't slide through the cracks while we're here. Thank you.
Thank you, Dawanya. Anybody wants to share?
Yes, can we please share
Okay, sure.
audibly so they can hear you?
Our favorite food is cheese bread and cake, and the movie that we really like is The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
Great.
And that's it. Thank you, guys.
I know I'm not a movie somebody, but this particular movie I watched the other day is with Eddie Murphy. It just came up. It's really good. I think you all should watch it. It has something to do with clone or something. It was really good. And then for food, as I said, we were dealing with duck fowl, but now we've tried to change it with a lot of, like Miss Olivia said, and everybody, rice and ching ching. That's it.
All right. Thanks for sharing, Mr. Rita and the kids. Who else wants to share? We have comments from the comment section. We have while you're all thinking, while Miss Elsie and Jeff, she says, "Merry Christmas, everyone." And we have Miss Malika, Miss Malika here. So during Christmas season, I miss dinner with my late mom and the family back home. That's so sweet. We also have a comment from her saying rice and stew and big balloons was her favorite. And Miss Gina says, "Favor, Brendel and Flair, I miss you all. I guess they miss you too." Okay. And Miss Ashley says, "Fufu and Eru because of her grandma." Thank you all so much for sharing. We could skip to the next question, ladies. What do you think? Please, Miss Arita, please go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Food, and he was talking about the food, but he was asking about your food delicacy or like sacred, like the food you prepare. Do you have any sacred meal? Do you have any ingredients or what you put in it to make it different from what it's supposed to be? Do you have any secrets? I see Miss Ruth is like you it's like you have one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just coughing. But are we talking about like ingredients that we put in food, Henrietta?
Yes.
Was that the question?
Yeah.
I can't hear you. I think you just froze out.
I
What's
think
that?
it's Henrietta froze. Well, I think it just you can add it to like the original question we have. We're looking at if you
Yeah,
have any special
it's
meal,
like the
what is
yeah,
that
it's like the same
special
thing.
ingredient or that special touch
Delight, yes.
you have?
Good. Thank you, Miss Olivia.
I don't know that I have any special ingredient. Oh, love. Okay. My little girl is like, you can see love. You can see love. So I guess love is the special ingredient that we add to all the cooking, right? To make it a little extra tasty. So love, we'll say love.
Oh, let
Thank
me
you.
do like this one too.
Yes,
Miss
love.
Molly, you want to go the next question?
Oh yeah, I'll go for the next question. If you could receive any gift this Christmas, regardless of the feasibility, what would it be?
Wow.
Mike, can you get me a Ferrari?
No, you can get you a Manchester t-shirt.
Can you get me a Ferrari instead of a couch?
We'll look at the budget, then we'll talk about that.
I'm
Who
telling
wants to go? I like that question.
you. Okay, the next
That's a
family
good
can
one.
go ahead if they have anything to
No, Molly.
say.
Okay, Molly wants a Ferrari. We already got. We don't hear that one. Move. Let's go. Let's go. Miss Ruth, I see you want to say something about this gift. No. If Miss Ruth
No,
wants to
no, no.
speak, you're
Okay,
worried.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. I think my entire family, all my friends, everybody knows I want a car, a new car, and that car will be a Lincoln Navigator. If I could get
One.
one,
Yeah, girl.
yes, it would be a Lincoln Navigator. So that's it. Thank
Hope the
you.
Boom.
president is listening.
And where's the president? Where's the president?
House he is right now.
Can you hear? Okay, all right.
And
You know me saying no, yeah.
Zola has something to say.
All right.
What would you like to know?
I would want my
Zoe.
We can't hear you, Zuela.
Okay, be audible. Be audible so they can hear. Like speak louder.
what the thing that I want my mom to buy for me is new shoes and clothes from Shein.
Jesus. Having no clothes
Okay.
and shoes, girl.
New clothes and shoes from Shein. Okay, that's what she wants. Polly, do you have something?
What do you want?
Christmas?
Like,
If there was
I
one
want to buy
Christmas, what would it
a
be?
Minnie Mouse kitchen with
What
food
would
inside.
A minimum one. Okay. Ruth, you get work, okay.
Yeah. Polly, do you have something that you really want for Christmas? No. Okay, we're done. Thank you guys.
Brenda
No,
wants to say something.
I want to say something.
So, what I would want my dad to buy me is
what about mom?
want
Well,
my
Mom.
to buy me. I want my dad to buy me a new one Barbie, one Barbie and some new shoes.
Mm-hmm. 3.
And then
See?
new, and then I want him to buy me a coloring book so I could color. And what I want my mom to buy me
4.
is I want her to buy me a Barbie,
Mm-hmm. 5.
a Barbie, um, a Barbie LOLs. And then the last
6.
thing I want her to buy me is a toy baby. That's all.
Oh wow.
6.
6.
Is it this one? It's all one Christmas or
One
for
Christmas.
the next 6?
Oh, the whole year.
No.
One
Yeah,
Christmas.
over to you.
Okay. Oh, what I want my parents to buy for me is just a new shoe and dresses.
Hmm.
That's all. That's
Okay.
all.
Okay, fair.
Let's go.
I don't think I have any dream gifts this year. I feel like I already have
Okay.
them.
Oh, you should.
Are you gonna let mommy go like that?
Yeah.
You're gonna let it go.
What about your bike?
All right.
Mom is watching online right now. So this is your shot.
For me, if I were to ask for any gift, if it was possible, it would be twins. But it is what it is.
Wow. Correct gift. Correct gift.
And you said how many Barbies do I need?
God is gonna
Okay.
provide, Papa. We keep praying.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure.
Josh wanted to say something.
George, do you have anything?
Yes.
What do you want your father to buy?
I want my dad to buy.
Louder so they can hear.
I want my dad to buy. How do we call it again?
Child, think about it. Jenny, what do you want dad to buy?
I want that to buy
Look there.
a real phone.
A real phone? Oh, you have a toy one? Oh. Yeah,
Okay.
George, what do you want your dad to buy?
I want my dad to buy a robot that has a sword on his hand but no controller.
Okay, robot with sword, no controller.
Oh, nice. Okay. Thank God
And
for
what I
you.
really want for Christmas is I wish I can go back home and hug my dad and just hug my family. I just really miss them so much.
Hmm. I
Yeah,
hope we get to do that very, very soon. With
I
most
know. I
of you.
can't wait.
Yeah. All right. I want a plane. I want a plane ticket to the beaches of Santorini, Greece. So whoever is watching and listening, get me a plane ticket to Santorini. That's what I want. All right. We have
This Christmas, tomorrow, I no get understand.
no.
This
You can give the ticket now, and then I choose to go. Yeah, you can give my gift now, and then I choose to go. Voila. So we have okay, Miss Gina, like I said, Christmas back home is so much fun, and she's asking Brenda how many babies do you need? And we have Miss Linda Abiedu. She says, "Merry Christmas, everyone. You all look beautiful. Thank you so much." Any last questions before we conclude, Miss Molly, Miss Henrietta?
Yes, I think I'm gonna bring this one up. It's so important, and it's about our Christmas. We have what we say the Christmas die in this country is what I know is it's about decorations. Like, what do you love to do? You know, we have everything outside and inside. So, family, what do you people always do during Christmas? Like, die. What do you people do as a family together to keep the spirit of Christmas going? So, I don't know who wants to share.
Okay, like DIY, like do it yourself.
Yes, do it
What stuff?
yourself. What you always do. Okay,
Well,
I'll go
okay.
first if nobody's going. So I think the duo I always like to do, I will say it again, is the Christmas tree. This year, I went with the color green. George, can you bring me the green? Last year, I went with the color blue. So what I love to do, DIY, is always make sure I incorporate colors, and it doesn't have to be Christmas colors. It can be any color so far it's shiny, it's vibrant, it's giving. So this year I went with green, and then we did a lot of decorations. And I know I can't tell everything that we did in the house, but that's one of the best DIYs I love doing during Christmas is having the colors out there and be excited about Christmas and all what it's all about. So I don't know which family wants to share what they bring out for DIY decorations. Yes, Miss Ruth, you're.
Okay. I don't know that we have anything different from just like decorations, Henrietta, within the house and then even like in front of the house. I know originally this year when we set up for a tree, I wanted an all black tree. I wanted a black tree. I wanted to throw color into it, but
You wanted it.
we were not able to find a black tree. So then we're like, okay, let's go with an all white tree so that we can throw color onto it. We saw an all white tree, but it wasn't as tall as we wanted it. So we decided, okay, we're gonna take a green tree that's flocked, it's closer to white. We're gonna throw some color onto it. I don't know if you can see like our stair railings also, but we put like garlands on the stair railing
Yeah.
and then upstairs as well, and even in the front of the house. And so those were some things that, even though we bought the garlands, but we were able to do the Christmas clusters and the Christmas balls. We're able to DIY those, and so those are some things that we did this year that were DIY for decorations around the house.
And it took time.
How much time do you think it took, Zoila?
An hour or some. No, not even an hour. Like maybe 3 days.
A few days.
A days.
Few days, yeah.
Few days.
So that's from us. Thank
Days.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Bernie.
Okay. So if nobody has any other thing to comment, we time is up. We're like 8 minutes over the time. Miss Molly, what's so funny you want to share with us?
It should be.
Sorry?
No,
No,
I'm sorry, you're laughing. I'm asking her what's funny.
What is
You wanna
Doctor doing?
Bongo is laughing that the reindeer is back. So the
The
president.
reindeer
Doctor.
The reindeer is
I wanna this one, I wanna this one.
Mr. Reindeer, do you want to say something, Mr. Reindeer?
Yeah, so this is now
Daddy.
our episode is almost over. Before you see us next time, it's gonna be the new year. So what do you want to say? You want to say anything to the Mollie Show? This is your time before we close this episode for today.
Yep. If anyone have anything to say, go ahead because time is up.
But Mr. Galabe still owes us a table somewhere, so I just wanted to say here today.
Because
Hopefully,
it's the last
Galabe,
show.
yeah, hopefully
for
Mr.
this year.
Galabe makes good on that his promise on another table. I don't know which table he plans to choose, but he owes us a table somewhere. That's the thing I have to say. Who wants to go next?
And also, this is our last show for this year, if I'm not mistaken. And thank you, Miss Olivia, for that. So, Mr. President, please make sure you get that table ready. And also, being the last year, and I'm sorry, I know we're cutting out of time, but with due respect from my host, Miss Olivia, and Miss Molly, I just want to thank you all. I just appreciate you all. I love you all. I thank you all. This show has been a successful one because of you all and your partners and your effort and your not intelligent, but your zeal and the love that you have for the show. I just want to appreciate and I pray that as we go through the new year, our show is going to go bigger. And I want to thank all these families that came through. You guys have been with us from the beginning. When we call, you guys come. You guys come in, and then you guys tell us what you've been having and what we asked for. We want to thank you all, and I've seen you all grow from when I knew you all to now, and I know God is with you all. I just want to give a shout out to all our viewers and to everybody who's been watching this show, who've been texting, those in the comment, everywhere where you are right now. We just want to thank you all, and we pray that you continue to watch the show. Please never you ever point us where we go wrong. I think I learned from my mistakes more than I learned from my positivity. If I'm negative at any point, if we the show are negative at any point, we're not doing something right, please point it out. From there we're gonna grow bigger and bigger, and I promise you when we grow, you grow too. So that's all I had to say, and I keep the love flowing, and let's be humble and let's keep loving each other. I don't know what you have, Miss Molly, please.
I don't really have much to say. I just want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. It's really, 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 really a big blessing to us to have you guys here, and to the viewers out there. A big thank you from the Mollie Show to you guys for your support, for all the shares that you've been sharing our videos, for your likes, for following us. It's been a great year. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you all so much. Viewers, I'm sorry who have to drop. I cannot take all the comments, but we have Miss Sylvie Bash says Merry Christmas to you all. And so we're concluding today. But remember that we still have an Instagram account. We have
something.
You have something? Okay.
No, Pride was like, are we not going to sing a Christmas song to end it?
Oh,
Okay,
Mr. HEB didn't come around this time. Oh,
we can do that. Yeah,
we can sing
we can do that. But
sing.
again, before we jump into singing, we have give me 5 seconds. We have a Instagram page. Please follow us. We have a page on TikTok. We have a page on YouTube, and of course on Facebook. We shows most of our topics, except for today, of course, which we decided to celebrate Christmas. They come from our viewers. What you like us to discuss, please don't hesitate to send it to any of us or send it to our page. And of course, we'll review it and then we'll come here online. If you want to be a guest with us, don't hesitate to also tell us that you want to be a guest with us. We'll put you here on our platform and we'll have that conversation. Again, if you have ideas, please do not hesitate to let us know. We love you all so much, and thank you to our viewers. We have viewers from all around the world: Doha, Canada, South Africa, Cameroon, here in the US, scattered all over Dubai, the States. They keep sending the messages. Merry Christmas to you all. Blessed New Year. Really keen to see what you guys have for us in 2024. Thank you so much, Miss Ashley. So now, what is that Christmas song that we all know? We wish you.
Yes, doctor. Doctor, you have something else?
No, we just sing for normal.
Let's sing before we end the live.
Let's another person.
Are we ready?
Molly, spin the song, please.
Okay.
No, 1, 2, 3.
We
wish
you.
Mr. Domanya, you're muted. Okay.
Sorry. Okay. At the count of 3, let's go.
The kids. 2, 3. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas,
everyone. Bye.
Merry Christmas.